morning. I swear a lot.
Hello friends and welcome back to Limbus Company. We're going to get started much quicker today because we don't have as much prep to do. But first of all, look at this. We have some cool stuff to try out for. I see some Daiichi in there and I respect that. I bet I'm going to get none of it. Not a fucking thing. Yeah, I kind of called it. I spent all my luck way early. Who knows?
이번 야간 자율 학습은 누구도 빠지지 않았군. 개발된 지식을 다시 채우는 것도 좋지만 새로운 지식을 배우는 것도 잊지 말고.
Merceau has never looked so handsome. Look at that, man. Fantastic. I take back everything. My luck never gives out. Never, ever, ever. It will never leave me. It always comes back. You love to fucking see it. Let's keep this train rolling. What else you got for me? Come on. Don't leave me hanging now. One more thing, perhaps? Just to really round it off? It's not looking like it though, is it really? Still. That's pretty fucking good. Happy with that. Okay, that's an excellent start. Merceau. What's this all about? So insight, discarding, and inflicting sinking. That's interesting. I could, theoretically, if I had the resources, which I don't, fold him into the team I'm currently using. He probably wouldn't be able to do much of this stuff, I guess, but he can do the sinking. Gain erudition. Oh my god, are we playing Cultist Simulator? Equal to insight on self, discard 2, yeah. Sinking equal to insight. Deal 3% more damage for every insight on self. If the target has 6 plus sinking, coin power plus 1, consume all erudition and gain half of that value as additional insight. There's a lot going on here, and I don't really need to look into it right now, but we have... Okay, so we don't really have enough to lean into this whole Daiichi thing, but still, we're getting there, and that's pretty interesting. I've leveled up the IDs. Ishmael's now level 39, and Ryoshu's now level 36. So we're at a regular level of strength where I think we can deal with most of what's currently going on in the Kanto. Speaking of the Kanto, let's go back in. We gotta talk about Catherine. This is a pretty big deal. Is it Catherine with a C or Catherine with a K? Which one are you gonna pick? Yeah, I played Catherine. That's actually a pretty good game. Weird, but a good game.
Matthew, 형님?
Matthew, you say? I don't know what name I was expecting, but not that one.
그래 임마. 네가 조직을 얼마나 오랫동안 떠나 있었으면 그 악명 높은 미친 토끼 새끼를 알아보는 놈들이 하나도 없냐?
Mad Coney? Coney 2012?
미친 토끼 새끼?
I also don't know.
저놈이랑 옛날부터 아는 사이였냐? 왜 미리 얘기를 안 했지?
You didn't ask, mophead.
그거야 뭐. 옛날에 끈끈하고 땀내 나는 이야기까지 듣고 싶어 하실 줄은 몰랐어서.
Right, didn't seem relevant. Also, fuck you.
형님은 왜 이놈이랑... 아니, 그것보다 그럼...
Money. Probably money.
이 가면 모양... 토끼기?
You are dead rabbits, but I'm guessing they didn't used to wear these masks?
데드래비츠?
Maybe they did, I don't know.
거래가 좀... 많이 변했지?
Apparently, yeah.
한쪽 어깨에 대충 두른 스카프와 외상으로 마신 맥주 한 병만 있었으면 그 망할 아담스 패밀리들 따윈 아무것도 아니었지.
Adam's family? Wait, is that actually part of Wuthering Heights? God, I know fuck all about this book.
네 별명으로 이름이 붙은 맥주도 있었잖아. 그지만 몇 주 전에 문 닫았어. 요새 흉흉한 소문 때문에 길거리에 나다니는 사람이 있어야 말이지. 나 참 말이 돼?
So Mad Coney beer. Also, God, the fucking rabbits' voices are quiet. I wish I could turn them up, but I can't.
뭐? 늑대 몰락법이 망했다고?
Bloody hell!
나만 아는 이야기를 해버렸네.
Yes, we have no idea what the fuck, even slightly.
뭐 소개를 해주자면
Let me introduce the gaffer, this Segidobon, this quality lad.
이쪽은 옛날에 내가 몸담았던 조직의 보스.
Apparently he still is, unless, well, yeah, he still is. He's in charge, but he's been hired by Hindley.
야, 동료들인가? 호련히 사라지더니만 멀끔한 회사에 취직이라도 했냐?
Posh is a strong term for us. I'm pretty sure we mentioned at one point that Heathcliff drank expired milk, so I don't think much has changed.
뭐 어쩌다 보니.
That's right, I'm a big shot now. Look at my coat.
그 아들도 많이 생겼네. 걸어다니는 시계도 생기고. 아하하, 자식. 출세했는데?
Sorry, buddy. I'm actually the manager, and he does what I tell him to do sometimes, mostly. Actually, doesn't really, but I like to pretend he does. I'm sure he laughed a little bit longer. I'm sorry, I accidentally. The problem is I keep clicking twice now to try and speed the text scroll along. But the issue is that if they don't say enough, then it just skips to the next fucking line. But it was funny to me that he just went, yeah, yeah. Yeah, lackeys about that. Ishmael glared at Heathcliff with a look that could kill, but she decided to hold her silence and merely shook her head in disbelief. She probably decided that it was not worth the trouble. Surprising amount of restraint.
그런데 왜 이런 가면을 쓰고 다니게 된 거야, 형님?
He's not correcting him about the lackeys statement.
왜? 이상하냐? 유행이라는 거는 매일 바뀌는 거야. 어깨에 토끼가 그려진 스카프를 매던 시기는 지났단 거지.
But I want a rabbit scarf, that sounds cool.
그런 거야? 내가 보기엔 좀...
You kinda look like a cult, mate, not gonna lie.
당연히 아니지. 우리 데드래비츠가 어디 샌님들처럼 유행 따라갔던 허접한 조직은 아니잖아.
Fair enough, but that still doesn't explain why you're wearing a rabbit mask.
너 정말 한 번도 돌아온 적이 없구나.
No.
이 저택을 그리고 데드래비츠까지 떠나고 나서 적어도 성공해서 내 발로 돌아오기 전까진
And yet here I am. Funny how things work, hey?
다시는 어설픈 발걸음조차 하지 않겠다고 결심했거든.
Would you describe yourself now as a successful man? To be fair, he works for a company. That's pretty good in this world. He's like, what, on par in terms of overall rank with like fixers? I don't know what grade specifically, but he could be considered a fixer now. That's pretty good.
하긴 너는 우리랑 어울리고 있었을 때에도 이곳을 혐오스러워했지.
Nah, this place does suck.
있잖냐, 히스클리프. 우린 이제 뒷골목에서나 쏘다니던 갱단들이랑은 급이 달라졌어.
But what does that mean exactly?
드디어 우리도 출세라는 걸 한 것이랄까? 약지 출신이었던 자가 우릴 눈여겨봤거든. 덕분에 이젠 몸집도 더 불어났고 꽤 잘 나가는 조직이 되었지.
So are we talking like Kurokumo clan levels of significance, or I get the impression less than that, but maybe on the way there? I mean, obviously they're not a subsidiary of a finger, like, that much is clear, but, you know, although someone from the ring. No, what am I saying? The ring finger, yeah. So they actually are, if not already in the position of like the Kurokumo clan to the thumb, they're getting there. They're a subsidiary of the ring, or moving towards that perhaps. So they are actually a pretty big fucking deal now.
약지? 손가락 중 하나?
I'm really glad I figured that out before Rhodia said it, because I would have felt immensely foolish.
약지 중에서도 야수파 출신인가? 이런 시시껄렁한 동물 가면을 씌우는 건 그놈들 뿐이겠지.
The Fauvists? I don't even know what that means.
그럼
그래 임마. 데드래비츠 최고 보스가 되셨다.
He's a big deal now, you can tell, because he's got a better coat.
형님,
He seemed happy about it.
우리가 마시던 맥주가 3병이 넘어갈 때마다 중얼거리던 말이 있었어. 기억나?
I remember you always used to say, I'd never be caught dead wearing a stupid mask. Also, Heathcliff is $2,000. You remember when you used to say that? Because I remember.
썩어가는 밀로 만든 싸구려 맥주였어, 히스클리프.
I mean, yeah.
기억나는 건 다음 날에 깨질 것 같은 두통과 텅 빈 주머니였지.
True.
형님 밑에 있는 놈들은 그 누가 됐던 간에 아무리 갓 들어온 신참내기였다 하더라도
Oh, that's sweet.
어디서 얻어맞고 오면 자신이 맞은 것처럼 아프고 화가 난다고 했었지.
That's... so how does this turn less wholesome?
난 형님이 언젠간 정말 잘 될 거라고 생각했어.
Yeah, sorry we beat up a bunch of your dudes, by the way. But, you know, Hindley started it. It's all Hindley's fault.
뭐? 내가 술만 들어가면 폼 있는 말을 곧잘 짓거리곤 했지.
Ah, drunk me knows how to wax poetic. You guys have no idea. The true poetry that I can wax when I've had a few bevies with the lads, you know what I mean?
역시 매추 형님이 맞구나. 가면을 쓰고 있어서 그런지 다른 사람이 된 줄 알았어.
보고 있으니까 기가 차 죽겠군.
Shut up, Hindley, the adults are talking.
감동적인 재회에 찬물을 끼얹게 되어서 무척이나 송구스럽습니다만
Everyone needs to pay attention to me now.
결국 니놈이 길거리를 돌아다니면서 거렁뱅이 짓거리나 하면서 몇 년을 보내는 동안
Someone sounds a little jealous that his younger years weren't as interesting as Heathcliff and Matthews.
매트, 이자는 출세했다는 거지. 동시에 지금은 내 경호인이기도 하고 말이야. 알아들어?
Sure, but you've used him or his gang more of a group of attack dogs than bodyguards. We literally just showed up. You're like, go beat him up for me, dance for me.
이놈같이 이름도 알려지지 않은 싸구려 양아치들이 모인 집단이 아니라
We're actually a company, is the thing. I can think of more than a few sinners who would have gotten angry enough to brandish their weapons at such an insult. But they all seem to remember that responding to such insults with violence only begot pointless turmoil, so instead they all began sighing heavily in an attempt to vent some of their pent-up anger. We are a bit of a fucking angry rabble though, so you might want to be careful.
힌들리, 아직도 나를 마구 짓밟고 조롱하고 개처럼 부려먹어도 되는 그 시절 겨울인 줄로 아는 것 같은데.
Yeah, Heathcliff could lay you out with one punch now.
물론 옛날엔 힌들리, 네 놈의 그 더러운 말을 내뱉는 혓바닥을 잘라버리는 상상을 수도 없이 했었지.
And I hope you do.
하지만
But Heathcliff glanced briefly in our direction.
나 같은 놈도 어딘가에 속해서 여기저기 돌아다니고 다른 놈들 보면서 배워가는 게 있어서 말이야.
That's interesting. It's really weird actually, because just from the perspective of right now, you know, not having beat the Canto, so it's hard to say, but it already seems like Heathcliff's kind of not had his character arc. That would be absurdly like premature to say, but it already seems like he's growing. Whereas Ishmael and Yi Sang, for instance, I'll apply this to both of them equally, did not really grow at all until near the end of their respective cantos when they actually started to get over their issues, you know, for directly facing them. But Heathcliff already seems like he's kind of addressing and moving forward with them. Now, how true that is and how much more he has left to do on that front will become evident as time goes on. But it's interesting. This is the first sinner I've seen to actually already have undergone some growth right at the start of the canto, like before any really happened. Then again, we haven't met Catherine yet, so let's put a pin in that for now, shall we?
지금은 그냥 불쌍하네.
Oh, get fucked! That is the most powerful weapon at your disposal. Contempt. There is nothing more devastating than contempt. Oh yeah.
뭐?
네 놈은 하나도 안 변한 것 같아서.
Nah, you're still shit.
그리고 너 꼬라지가 그게 뭐냐? 길거리를 떠돌다가 기어들어온 건 내가 아니라 너 같은데?
That's what I was saying. He looks like shit. Like he hasn't cut his hair, and he's got a bowl cut and a mullet somehow, and his clothes look like shit, and he appears to be unwashed as well. Like even Heathcliff's better groomed than he is. What's going on there?
뭐? 이 건방진 놈이!
Oh, this is fun.
아까부터 욕지거리만 퍼붓고 있긴 하지만 저자
And yet he looks like shit.
뭐라고 하고 싶은 마음조차도 들지 않는 건
Exactly, he looks like a fucking angry drunk on the road.
야, 너 일주일 동안 거울 한 번이라도 보긴 한 거냐?
Oh, Heathcliff, get him. This is so much more satisfying than if you punched him. But if you did end this by punching him, I'd also be really happy. But this is what I like about the Sinners, and by extension, this is what I really like about Project Moon's writing, because I'm like, oh, do this, it'll be way more satisfying. And Project Moon are like, no. I know it will be even better. And then they do it, and then you're like, oh, fuck, that is better. Yeah, you're right. Always trust them. Always trust the writers. They know exactly what they're doing.
차마 눈 뜨고는 못 봐줄 정도인데 힌들리.
Oh, you feel sorry for him. Oh, pity. Of course, we had no way of knowing what Hindley looked like in the past, but we could pretty easily tell that he was far from the most stable person in the room. Yeah.
이 새끼가!
What a fucking loser.
핸들리 씨, 진정하고 소파에 앉지 그래?
Why don't you go take a fucking shower?
우리 애들은 자리가 모자라는 바람에 그 푹신해 보이는 가죽 소파에도 못 앉고 있는데 말이야.
Yeah, check your privilege. It's fucking bullshit. It's outrageous fucking bullshit. Hindley grumbled for a moment before slumping down on a sofa, which is frankly a more tempered response than I was expecting. And even that simple action was stumbling and pathetic. Wow.
뻔하네.
Yeah?
술에 먹힌 거야. 그것도 어마어마하게 크고 독한 술통에.
Ah, so when I called him a drunk, that was a bit more accurate than I initially expected. Well, get fucked.
배에서 몇 번 본 적 있어요. 그러다가 헤어나오지 못하면 그냥 호수에 빠지는 거죠. 흔적도 없이.
So Hindley's just gonna rot and die in and around Wuthering Heights with no one to remember him, presumably, you know, unless something during this canto kills him first, which is possible.
뭐 일단은 내 고용주니까.
True, true, true. But nothing said we couldn't talk shit.
사정이 있어서 힌들리 씨와 같이 일하는 중이야. 저자의 부탁으로 저택까지 오게 됐지.
A lot of interesting characters here today.
부탁?
I assume this will be the focus of the following discussion.
애초에 이 자리는 캐서린이 주최한 연회잖아. 그런데 무슨 부탁을 할 게 있다는 건데?
We're doing an Easter egg hunt. We've hid a bunch of eggs in the manor garden, and you gotta find the eggs without getting zapped by lightning. Very exciting and very fun for the rich toffs to watch.
연회?
That's what I was told. That's what we were told.
시간이 지나도 변하지 않는 게 여기 하나 있네. 그 아둔하고 쓸모없는 니놈의 대가리 말이야.
Don't try and bring it back, Hindley. You've already been thoroughly humbled.
힌들리.
It's interesting because these two, like, clearly look down on Heathcliff, but they're both quite pathetic in their own particular way.
제발 그만하게 부탁이니.
I don't think he cares about what you implore.
내 저택에서 그런 지저분한 말이나 듣고 싶지 않아.
But there have been so many obscenities today.
이 저택이 아니라 내 저택이다, 린튼. 내 저택!
Uh-huh.
네가 가짜는 농락으로 훔쳐간 내 저택. 우리 아버지가 내게 물려주신 고귀하고 명망 높은 이 워더링 하이츠를.
Guys, I'm really sorry to interrupt your little discussion, but you're under the mistaken assumption any of us give a fuck about what you two want, and we don't. Just putting it out there.
네놈의 그 에드가라는 잘난 가문에서 내어주신 저택만으로는 모자랐던 거냐?
Oh, Linton has two manners, wow.
에드가 가문?
Oh?
소리 지르고 떼를 써서 물건을 뺏어갈 나이는 이제 지났네.
And yet he will try anyway.
금방이라도 숨이 넘어갈 것 같은 새끼 주제에 어딨어?
Better choke on air than fucking whiskey, right?
힌들리 씨, 물러나십시오.
I was gonna say the butlers will absolutely fuck you up, and probably the dead rabbits as well.
개만도 못한 충성심을 가진 놈들. 몇 년 전까지 너희들이 받들던 주인은 나였다. 기억은 나냐?
They're loyal to the owner of the manor, I assume. That is their job, right?
그만하세요, 힌들리님. 힌들리 언쇼 쪽에 남아있는 버틀러들은 이제 없다는 거 아시잖아요.
Yeah, because you smell bad and you're dumb.
자, 너희들도 이 자리에서 더 이상 소란을 일으키고 싶은 건 아니겠지?
Well, they say ladies don't start fights, but they can finish them.
알겠습니다, 넬리님.
And Nellie would absolutely fuck him up. After a brief silence, Heathcliff finally brought up the question he'd been stewing for so long.
캐서린은 어디 있는 거야, 넬리?
Where is Catherine?
알잖아, 캐서린은 시끄러운 걸 못 견뎌 있어. 이렇게 많은 손님이 자기 집 한복판에서 소리라도 지른다면.
So many noises.
그랬지.
Right.
나 아까부터 캐서린의 기분을 상하게 하고 싶지 않아서 계속 목소리를 낮추고 있단 말이야. 실수 참기 어렵다고.
I'm gonna fucking run riot if I don't see her soon. There was a look of unfathomable, immeasurable grief on both Linton and Nellie. Hindley was absent-mindedly mumbling some foul language at the ceiling, as usual. And Heathcliff probably sensed from this ineffably dark and ominous silence that something was terribly wrong. It was setting in for us as well. After all we've been through in this journey, this kind of silence was all too familiar.
개소리는 대체 왜 안 나오고 있는 건데? 표정은 왜들 다 그따위고?
Less rich toffs arguing and more answers, please.
미안 히스클리프. 나는
미안하다는 말을 왜 하냐고?
Oh boy.
히스클리프, 나는 이 분위기의 배경이 되는 사실을 유추할 수 있다.
Don't worry, Maso's here to answer the question. And he's usually right.
그러므로 통상적인 표현으로서 너에게 지금 매우 유감이라는 말을 전할 수밖에 없다.
I don't think Catherine's dead. It would be a bit of a fucking anticlimax. But something's wrong, definitely.
아니 씨, 알아듣게 얘기해봐 좀.
It's Maso. This is just how he speaks.
이걸 너에게 어떻게 전해야 할지. 캐서린 아가씨는 여기 없어.
Is she actually dead? Because that would be fucking weird.
여기 없다는 게 어떤?
캐서린은 죽었다.
Huh. But she asked us to be here. Maybe we should have got there quicker. Maybe we shouldn't have sailed all the way across the fucking lake in order to get here. I don't know. Well, Heathcliff's not going to take this well. I don't think she's dead, frankly, but he's still not going to take this well. I honest to God thought this was going to lead to combat. I thought he was going to flip out. Interesting. The plot thickens. Linton looked up at Heathcliff. His eyes were bloodshot.
자네 말대로 얼굴 보는 것도 불쾌하기만 했던 우리가 이곳에 왜 다 모여 있다고 생각하는 건가?
So we're here to settle matters of the estate, perhaps? Then why would Heathcliff need to be here?
무슨 미친 소리를.
Hello. Fixers of the Ufi Association, who had remained silent throughout the entire commotion, suddenly spoke up.
약속한 시간이 다 되었습니다.
The time has come. And what, do these guys handle wills and stuff?
고인 캐서린님의 혈연인 힌들리 언쇼 씨, 고인 캐서린의 남편이었던 린튼 에드가 씨.
Linton was her husband?
마지막으로 유언에서 언급되었던 히스클리프 씨.
Interesting.
이렇게 모두가 한 자리에 모였으니 집행을 시작할 조건이 충족되었습니다.
So it's all an inheritance dispute?
이제 의뢰자 캐서린님의 유언 집행을 시작하도록 하겠습니다.
Okay.
우리는 캐서린님의 엄숙한 장례식에서 고인의 바람대로 캐서린님이 소유한 저택에서 유언장을 낭독 후
It seems like I don't think Heathcliff's quite registered the fact that, you know, she's dead yet. Moving a bit fast.
잠깐만.
Yeah.
너 나불거리지 말고 잠깐 멈춰봐.
Yeah.
누구의 장례식이라고? 그리고
And
누구의 남편이라는 거야?
oh, this is bad. The man they called Linton rose from his seat for the first time since we arrived here.
네가 말도 없이 이곳에서 사라진 뒤 캐서린은 곧바로 내게 왔다.
Oh.
우리는 부부였어. 매일매일 행복하고 충만한 날들을 보냈지. 그녀가 숨을 거두는 마지막 날까지.
Oh, this is not gonna go down well.
개소리하지 마. 난 이 저택에 발걸음을 한 순간부터
This is like, I mean, I suppose at least most of you out there have probably had a situation where you've gone to meet someone you like, fancy or whatever, and you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out where it's like, oh, actually they're interested in someone else, or they're dating someone else, or what have you. There's like some means where it's like, oh fuck, that just didn't turn out the way I hoped. This couldn't be this is like the worst case scenario. Not only is she not alive anymore, but she was with someone else anyway. Like the pure avalanche of negative information there, when in his mind, as he was striding up to this manor, he was thinking to himself, like, how am I going to say hello to her when I see her again? Oh god, I'm going to see her again. I'm about to see her again. And it's like, no, you won't. She's dead. She was also married to someone else. And it's like, ooh, I don't even know what to say on that front. Like, I've had some experiences in my life. Nothing close to that. Nothing close to that. No. That exceeds my capacity for basic understanding. All I've got in me is that timeless classic quote from Prince Zuko, which is, "That's rough, buddy."
해설인이 날 부르는 소리를 들었어. 그녀가 이 저택에 있다는 거 느낄 수 있었단 말이야. 그런데 무슨 말도 안 되는 소리 하는 거야?
And yet, I just don't think that this is all being set up to fuck with Heathcliff, because a lot of effort involved, like a whole gang, the Ufi Association, it's all a bit too official. So what's the catch?
이 개자식들이 작정하고 꾸민 일이 분명해. 그렇지 않고서 이렇게...
Heathcliff paused for a moment, struggling to find the words.
끝날 리가 없어.
But sometimes it is.
내 눈앞에 그녀의 시체라도 갖다 놔. 그래야 좀 믿어볼 신용이라도 할 테니까.
못 봐주겠군. 장례식에서 고인에 대한 최소한의 예의를 갖추고 애도는 못할 망정.
히스클리프, 네 기분은 알겠으니까 진정하고 자리에.
I don't think he's gonna take a seat.
놔! 누구 마음대로 죽었다는 거야. 개시를 무기 전까지는.
경고합니다. 지속적인 유언 집행 방해가 이어질 시 무력을 사용해서라도 유언 집행을 진행할 수밖에 없습니다.
These guys look kinda tough. I don't think we want that.
닥쳐! 아무것도 모르는 새끼가 멋대로 짓거리지 말라고!
I mean, they're the ones who decided that, like, yes, we're doing the will reading now, and Heathcliff's like, wait a fucking minute, I just learned that she's dead and was married. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's freaking out right now, but completely it is understandable, and, you know, he might need a fucking minute, at least a minute. He hasn't even had a minute to process this. Heathcliff was gasping. The sheer momentousness of the emotion overwhelmed him. It looked as though he was about to lunge at anyone who even dared to get close. I could hardly tell whether it was sorrow or wrath that overcame him.
히스클리프,
Oh boy.
너야말로 거울을 좀 보지 그래. 꼴이 말이 아니고.
Hindley, I don't think this was the moment to try and regain some small shred of your dignity, unless you consider bodily harm to be a worthy trade for it.
역시 태생부터 글러먹은 새끼는 아무리 그럴듯한 옷을 주워 입어도 결국 티가 나긴 마련이거든.
Wow, look at the pot calling the kettle black.
그리고 장례식 절차상 좋든 싫든 곧 캐서린의 시체를 볼 수 있을 테니 너무 재촉하지 말라고.
Oh.
날 이런 꼴로 만들어 놓고 얼마나 편안하게 눈을 감고 있는지 나도 직접 봐야 하겠으니까.
Either Hindley is just straight up not gonna survive this canto, or he's gonna suffer a similarly unpleasant fate as Ahab, because poking the wrong bear.
힌들리님, 히스클리프님, 두 분 다 지금 당장 자리에 앉아주실 것을 명령합니다. 이것은 최종 경고입니다.
These guys are professionals, you know.
관리자 나리, 우리가 어쩌면 좋겠는가? 웨오피 협회 나리들은 계약 불이행에 관해선 필요에 따라 처형까지 할 수 있는 사람들이란 말이오.
And I'm guessing you're very much confident that we can't take them.
본인은 히스클리프 군이 처형당하는 것도 싫고 웨오피 협회 나리들이랑 싸우는 것도 싫소.
I agree with Don Quixote. There is no need for us to get involved in an unnecessary conflict, but I don't think Heathcliff's going to listen to us. Not the way he is right now. I don't even know if there's anyone who can talk Heathcliff down when he's that agitated.
경고는 여기까지입니다.
Okay, we're doing this then, I suppose. Or they'll just execute Heathcliff and we'll bring him back. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. Okay. We had no choice but to watch as fixers of the Ufi Association struck Heathcliff with their weapons. He fell to his knees with a painful cry.
이상.
말씀하시오.
Interesting.
그 이상 아니다.
Is this the time for Yi Sang jokes?
그럼에도 말씀하시오.
이상하군. 너희 그대로 멈춰.
Is Ryoshu about to crack this whole thing wide open?
이자를 대신에 할 말이 있으십니까?
I suppose she shall.
라고 말할 뻔했지만 그냥 가만히 있는 게 좋을 거라고 마음을 바꿨습니다. 그렇지?
Ah, Gregor, the negotiator.
뭘 하는 거지, 벌량?
What are you doing, bug guy?
요슈, 아니, 같은 수감자가 눈앞에서 그렇게 얻어맞은 것에 대해서 충분히 분노할 만하다고 생각해. 하지만
But we don't really want to fight the Ufi Association. We've already pissed off the middle. How many more people do we need to piss off?
당신까지 나서버리면 걷잡을 수 없이 커져버릴 거라고. 일이.
Didn't we also technically kind of indirectly piss off the thumb as well? Yeah, we did. We have a lot of enemies. We don't need more. I'm torn because I'm like, Dante, you should probably step in, but I'm also like, what would you even do though? Like, I can't think of a single course of action for Dante that is better than just let them calm Heathcliff down and let things progress. Like, direct intervention would cause such a problem. I feel sorry for Dante here, I really do, because I'm like, I don't know what the solution here is. I have nothing for you. Good luck, buddy. Didn't know you cared so much about Heathcliff, Ryoshu.
말더한.
No, see, I don't know what that is. Not care? Ryoshu flicked her cigarette indifferently as though she was no longer interested. No comment. Ah.
개자식들이.
They fucked up his coat. Also, who specifically are the bastards?
한꺼번에 덤비든가.
He will go for it, even though his bat is currently on the bus. Heathcliff stumbled to his feet with the club in his hand, glaring at everyone that stood before him. Oh, he's going for it.
최초 대응만으로 협조하지 않으시는 겁니까?
See, the thing is he can't actually die until Dante dies, so he's not afraid to get fucked up, which is respectable in its own way.
1분 내로 무기를 내려놓지 않을 경우 그 다음 절차를 이행하겠습니다.
To be fair, within the next minute is an extremely generous time frame. Like, in real life, and bearing in mind I'm not a special forces or a law enforcement guy or anything like that, so take this with a pinch of salt, but I'm pretty sure it's like, drop your weapon now. Like, this second. Like, if you haven't dropped it within 3 seconds, you get shot. Well, these guys are like, we'll give you a whole 60 seconds to drop your weapon before we escalate. That's surprisingly reasonable. They're very confident, evidently, in their own skills. They know that he can't just instantly fuck them up. They're being surprisingly reasonable, despite the incredibly impassive style in which they are, you know, talking to him.
설차고 나버리고 그녀를 보여주지 않으면.
No, Mr. Shonen protagonist, stay down.
너희도 나랑 같이 뒤지는 거야.
What, do you have a bomb or something? Heathcliff, okay, now Dante will step in.
다물어, 시계대가리! 지금 회사가 규칙이고 알 바냐? 빨리 생각하지 마.
I don't think Dante's gonna bring up company rules.
전 아무 말도 못하겠어요. 눈앞에서 소중한 사람이 죽었다는 걸 알게 되면 아무것도 안 보여요. 들리지도 않고요.
I mean, we did see Sinclair go on a rampage when he had an opportunity to get revenge on Chroma in Kanto 3. And he's right, it is 100%, like, not necessarily a rational or logical response, but an understandable one. Like, Heathcliff's literally just learned that Kathy's dead. Literally just learned that not 5 minutes ago. Dude's, and he was never, bless his heart, never the most stable dude, so he's grappling with a lot right now. He might need to suffer a beatdown in order to calm him down. That might just be the case.
있지, 히스. 지금 엄청 화나고 답답한 건 알겠어. 하지만 이대로 가면 우리는
He's not going to listen to anything but the most drastic of action by this point.
닥쳐! 다 입 다물고 건들지 마. 집박살 나고 싶은 게 아니라면.
히스클리프, 한숨 자고 일어나자.
Oh? Nelly took him out. She's chief butler, I would expect nothing less. Yeah, the butlers are pretty good, actually.
방금 맨손으로 히스클리프를 눕힌 거야?
Brody, you did it too. Remember? Remember when you punched Heathcliff right in the back of the head and knocked him unconscious?
게다가 꿀밤 한 방으로?
God damn.
호흡은 정상적이다. 뒤통수에 위치한 맥에 정확한 충격을 줘서 의식을 잠시 잃게 한 것 같군.
Interesting.
전혀 군더더기 없는 동작이었어요. 익숙한 움직임이라고 해야겠죠? 마치 저희 집안의
So Honglu also had like a spec ops butler team at his house as well. That's fun.
히스클리프군이 한 번에 불속하였네만.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
이 정도의 기술은 가지고 있어야 진정한 버틀러라고 할 수 있죠. 아이가 안 잔다고 20시간 동안 고집 부리면 누군가는 재워야 하지 않겠어요?
God damn. He might be slightly embarrassed when he wakes up. Not because Nelly knocked him out, but because he just got knocked out so suddenly during his big rampage angry moment. And Nelly was just like, alright, bedtime. Fuck you, go to sleep.
난 바로 눕자마자 꿈나라로 갈 수 있네. 정말로.
Please don't slap the nerve in the back of my head.
자인은 아니더라도 무기를 놓았고 진정된 것을 확인하였으니
The situation has been resolved. Now do it to Hindley as well, it'll be funny.
잠시 진정 시간을 10분 정도 가진 뒤 이후 계속 진행하겠습니다.
Why didn't you allow for a 10-minute recess when he was freaking out? Why now? Why not give him a moment to be like, to get it out of his system or something?
저 넬리님?
넬리님이라니 편하게 넬리라고 불러주세요.
But you're absolutely right to refer to such an esteemed madam in such a manner, young Sinclair. You're learning well.
린튼이라는 분이 데려오신 저 고용인 분들은 한때 이 저택에서 일하셨던 분들인 거죠?
맞아요. 캐서린 아가씨를 따라서 저랑 같이 따라온 언쇼가 버틀러들이 몇몇 있죠. 물론 린튼님이 부리는 버틀러들은 원래 있던 에드가 가문 버틀러들이 대다수긴 하지만요.
Interesting.
그럼 린튼 씨가 명령만 내린다면 넬리님도 저희를
We'd have to fight Nelly, which I don't want.
그게 무슨 말도 안 되는. 저는 캐서린님의 직속 버틀러였어요.
I'm sorry, I did the thing where I clicked to, advance the text, but she said, oh, pish posh, which no one in Britain says. No one. I've never heard anyone legitimately, unironically say pish posh. Not once. It doesn't happen. I know, you probably know that, but I just want to clear the air on these things, A lot of you aren't from Britain. You don't know what it's like here. It's much less posh, trust me.
린튼 도련님이 아무리 제 바지가랑이를 붙잡고 애걸복걸해도 제가 린튼 도련님의 편만 들 수는 없다는 거죠.
That's reassuring.
저희 근데
Yeah.
버틀러가 정확히 어떤 집단이야?
Yeah, I think I'd like a definitive description of what the butlers actually are and what they do.
버틀러? 말하자면 말이요. 그들은
Don Quixote, we didn't ask. We asked the butler.
집 구석에나 처박혀 주인에게 목줄 잡힌 개들.
That's an interesting description, considering I'm pretty sure your ID in this regard is Chief Butler as well.
누구보다 믿음직스럽고 충직한 분들이랄까요?
That's two different perspectives providing the same kind of answer.
가문의 해결사들이요.
Fixers. They're legit fixers.
정말 잘 알아들었어. 다들 훌륭한 정리 고맙다.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one out of the loop for once. Makes a nice change.
그래도 버틀러에 대해 곧바로 아시는 분도 있네요. 조금은 생소한 개념이라 버틀러 조직 자체를 모르는 분들도 많거든요.
They're a group of absolute fucking units, from what I can tell.
돈 좀 있는 집에서 났을 테니 보통은 알기 힘들겠지.
Yeah, like, considering their clientele it consists almost exclusively of rich people. Not really any reason why your standard person would know about them.
아니면 돈 좀 있는 집에 고용되어야만 하는 입장이거나.
True. These guys are taking the roles of, like, cleaners and caretakers and stuff, so you wouldn't even have, like, normal people working in the manor. You just have this task force of fixers who are also doing the more menial jobs around the house.
우리 중에 해결사를 좀 많이 좋아하는 자가 있어서.
To put it mildly.
그렇군요. 우리 히스클리프가 참 총명한 친구들을 두었네요.
That's a very generous way to put it.
넬리군, 내 버스로 다시 돌아간다면 꼭 구하려다 포기해버렸었던 버틀러 피규어를 구해 책장 제일 앞에 세워두리다.
That'd be cool. I'm sure that would make her very happy. Don Quixote's eyes were practically exploding with joy at having her fixer obsession positively acknowledged and accepted for once.
버틀러들은 말이요, 일반 해결사들과는 조금 다른 해결사들이요.
Prepare for a lecture.
보통 해결사라 함은 협회나 사무소에 소속되어 그때마다 다른 의뢰를 받고 있다만 이들은 다르지. 바로 가문이나 저택에 소속이 되어 일관되고 장기적인 해결사 활동을 한다는 점. 물론 다른 해결사들처럼 한 사람만을 위해 고용되기도 한다오.
Gotta give her some credit, she's doing it very quickly.
가사와 전투, 돌봄까지 다양한 분야를 도맡는 점도요.
Yeah, they're caretakers.
갖가지 소양을 필요로 하는 아주 힘들고 드문 해결사 직종이랍니다.
Makes sense. Like, you could be an exceptionally good fighter, but it doesn't mean much if you can't, say, cook and clean or look after kids. Wouldn't be able to be a butler if you couldn't.
그런데 버틀러를 고용하는 건 대단히 어마어마하게 비싸다는 걸로 알고 있네만.
So are butlers wealthy as fuck?
맞아요. 고생은 많이 하지만 고용기간 갱신 때마다 어마어마한 보수와 함께 연금과 같은 안정적인 보수까지 보장받으니까요.
Holy shit, someone in the city's getting pensions who isn't part of a... Well, actually, these guys are part of a wing because they're they're in a nest, but you know what I mean, not actually part of the company. They're just... Theoretically, although I'm sure it doesn't happen very often because, you know, rich people don't only want the best, so you need references and such, it is distinctly possible that a freelancer could become a butler. Though I imagine that doesn't happen very often, if at all. But it could happen, like, I don't know, if a rich person happened to be passing through somewhere and then that fixer did something really fucking cool and they were like, yeah, I want them as my fucking butler because they rule. I wonder if color fixers ever become butlers, but then again, if you become a color fixer, that probably comes with a certain level of ego. As in the self-opinion thing, not the weapon and armor thing. And you'd probably be like, I ain't being a fucking butler, fuck that.
명망 높은 해결사분 중엔 협회에서 은퇴를 하고 버틀러로 전향하시는 분들도 종종 있죠.
That makes sense. Butlers probably don't see a ton of action.
저는 캐서린 아가씨 가문의 버틀러였고 린튼 도련님과 결혼하시면서 에드가 가문의 버틀러들과 섞이게 되었지만
Now you're in charge of all of them.
아주 평화로운 협의를 통해 제가 버틀러들의 대장격인 치프 버틀러가 되었답니다.
그렇구만. 말만 들어도 정말 평화로워 보여.
Yeah. I'm sure that there weren't knives flying around or anything like that.
그러고 보니 이 히스클리프 군도 조그마할 때가 있었다니 상상이 가지 않는군. 어렸을 때는 어떤 아이였는가?
He was a bit of a nerd. He liked his books. Absolute fucking loser. Used to push him into puddles and take his lunch money. It's very funny.
제가 치프 버틀러까지 될 수 있었던데 큰 이유를 차지하던 금쪽 같은 아이였달까요?
Interesting.
참 사랑스러운 아이였어요.
What happened to him?
사랑스러운. 그렇구려.
Yes, lovely. Yes. Well-mannered. Quiet even. Very Sinclair-esque, absolutely. There is not a lot of combat in this Canto yet, which is not a bad thing, it's just interesting, there's usually more. Like, compare it to Canto 4, for example. The ghost! Is Kathy a ghost? You gotta tell me. Wakey. You okay, Heathcliff? What answer you're expecting exactly?
넬리가 옛날에 말했던 꿈나라로 보내버리는 비장의 방법. 오랜만이네.
I can't imagine it's very comfortable. Being involuntarily rendered unconscious does not usually leave one unscathed. Ignoring the fact that if you're rendered unconscious for more than like 10 seconds, you're probably suffering brain damage, but we don't really acknowledge that in fiction.
정말 미안해, 히스클리프. 오랜만에 만난 너에게 꿈밤만큼은 쓰고 싶지 않았는데.
The sleepy smack. Oh, get bodied. I wish that Ryoshu's identity had an attack called Sleepy Smack.
정말 인거냐?
Evidently.
넬리 캐서린이 정말 죽었어?
그리고 캐서린 아가씨의 유언장엔 네 이름이 적혀 있었어, 히스클리프.
Interesting, but why?
유언 들어봐야 하지 않을까요? 뭐라고 적혀 있었는지 정도는.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of non-Golden Bough related things to deal with before we can go after the Golden Bough. You know, just there he is. We just have to. Heathcliff sat down wordlessly.
그런데 이 저택이 캐서린님의 소유였나요?
원래는 힌들리 도련님 것이었죠. 그런데
Then
개설인 그것이 뒤통수를 쳐버렸어.
I can't imagine why she would. You seem like such a nice man.
린턴, 네 놈이 더 자세한 이야기를 들려주지 그래. 네 놈 부부가 어떻게 작등을 해서 날 구렁텅이로 빠뜨렸는지.
Luckily, he took it very well.
정당한 방식이었네. 법적으로 아무 문제도 없지. 당장 T사 법원으로 뛰어들어가도 변하는 건 없을 텐데.
Oh, I guess it is worth pointing out that just because something is done legally doesn't mean it's done morally, but we'll see. An Ufi Association fixer carrying a piece of paper stepped in between Hindley and Linton as two men continued to growl at each other.
진정 시간이 끝남에 따라 재산 상속 유언장 집행을 계속하겠습니다.
Very interested in this, let's hear it.
이것은 고인 캐서린 씨의 유언장입니다. 위조가 없다는 것은 여러 번의 절차를 통해 검증이 되었습니다.
Very good.
저 사람들이 위조를 검증한다면 저 사람들은 누가 검증하는 거야?
Excellent fucking question. I don't suppose they can.
동의.
업계 관행이라는 것일까요?
Fuck knows.
그리고 캐서린 씨께서는 재산 분배에 대해 선포되기 전 이 편지를
For maximum dramatic effect.
모두의 앞에서 낭독하라 하셨습니다.
Go on.
지금부터 그 유언장의 낭독을 시작하겠습니다.
Get on with it, posh boy.
드디어
Ah.
모두가 한자리에 모였구나. 부디 이번만큼은 다툼 없이 나의 말을 존중해주길.
Yeah, about that.
화를 내는 사람은 없었으면 좋겠어. 이건 한 번뿐인 내 장례식이잖아. 그리고 지금의 나는 전혀 고통스럽거나 괴롭지도 않아.
How do you know you're not there yet? Well, you are now, but you wouldn't be able to write it while you know what? Probably shouldn't be interrupting the funeral rites.
그러니 내 죽음을 안타깝게 생각하는 일도 없었으면 해.
Kinda hard not to.
나는 나만의 천국에 이르렀을 거니까. 하지만 그렇다고 해서 슬퍼하지 말라는 건 아니야.
Still feel a bit sad. You know, I want to see some crying, but you know, keep it chill.
눈물은 마음껏 흘려.
Literally. No, I get it. I get it.
그래야 날 진심으로 사랑한다는 마음이 느껴질 테니까.
It's not selfish.
워더링 하이츠. 낡고 황량한 저택. 난 이곳을 많이 무서워했지. 매일같이 악몽을 꾸고 겁에 질려 했지만
It is kind of a shitty place, honestly.
이제야 죽음에 이르러서야 이 저택을 있는 그대로 받아들이기로 했어. 이제 이 저택을 나의 남편 린튼 에드가에게 남길게.
Makes sense.
나를 계속 기억하며 이 저택을 소유해줘.
Judging by his health, I don't know how long he'll do that for, but yeah.
빌어먹을.
What, Hindley? Were you expecting her to say, Hindley, here, you can have the manor, because you've always been such a nice guy. Fuck off.
그리고 하나뿐인 내 오빠 힌들리.
That does change things. I didn't know he was her brother, but okay. Still, he's a bit of a fucker, isn't he?
그래. 나도 언급할 거라고 생각했다고.
Oh, you slimy prick. I almost said the C word. Indy's legs began to shake nervously, so did his voice.
빚이 매우 많은 상황이라고 들었어.
Yeah, that seems about right.
매일같이 술과 도박을 일삼고 있다는 것도.
Yeah.
그래서 나는
So I've given you fucking nothing because I know you'll fucking throw it away, you stupid, mop-headed, shabby piece of shit.
제발 뭐라도 내놔라 캐서린.
Oh mate, you're getting nothing.
M사에 있는 어비스 트라우마 교정실에 오빠를 등록해 놓았어. 이 말을 듣고 일주일 내에 방문을 해서 서류를 접수하지 않으면 그쪽에서 오빠를 찾으러 직접 방문할 거야.
They will come for you, just like the Night Lords.
뭐?
Of course, because he would never understand his miseries of his own design. He doesn't need to fix anything about himself. He just needs more money.
오빠의 마음이 건강해질 수 있기를 진심으로 빌게.
말도 안 돼. 희망을. 애초에 지금 상황에서 일주일 안에 M사를 어떻게 가라는.
Well, then don't worry about it. Just wait for them to come to you. And then they're like, we're here, take you there. And you go, okay. Easy, surely?
물론 오빠를 위해 M사로 가는 워프 열차 이용권도 준비해두었으니 걱정은 마.
Oh, nice. So he's gonna get tortured for millennia as well.
내 손에 집어쳐.
Get fucked.
만일 또다시 소란이 일어나서 집행을 멈추게 된다면
Please just fuck him up a bit. It would be really funny.
이번에는 경고 없이 무력을 행사하겠습니다.
I like that. If you disrupt proceedings one more time, we won't warn you anymore. We'll just go for it.
이것들이 감히.
What a fucking loser.
그리고 히스클리프.
What would she even leave Heathcliff?
집으로 온 걸 환영해.
Welcome home. Can't imagine you'll be staying, all things considered.
캐시, 나는
이 저택에 7번의 벼락이 치고 난 후,
Oh?
그 후엔 황금가지가 네 것이 될 거야.
Well, that's convenient. Cool. Alright. We'll take it and go. Huh. The mere mention of the Golden Bough suddenly intensified the sensation I felt earlier. I definitely sensed that the Golden Bough was located somewhere within this manor. But I already figured that the Golden Bough was somewhere in here. I've known that ever since we stepped foot into this manor. Yet I couldn't pinpoint its exact location because...
내가 소유한 그 황금가지를 너에게 줄게, 히스클리프.
But why would you leave that to him specifically, and why did you even have one? And how would you know that that's something he wanted?
황금 가지를 저택이나 가문도 아닌 개인이 소유하고 있었다고요?
That's also interesting, yeah.
벼락 7번? 무슨 말을 하는 것일까요?
When the lightning has struck 7 times, Sinclair, please do try to keep up. It's not a Golden Bough.
뭐라는 거야? 대체 무슨?
No, shut up, Hindley. You're not involved anymore. There's more than one here. Oh, that's interesting.
단테, 괜찮으신 건가요?
No, I'm about to have another episode. Don't mind me. There is a second Golden Bough in this manor.
아니야. 그딴 말 말고 돌아와, 캐시. 제발.
Understandably, Heathcliff doesn't give a flying fuck about the Golden Bough, nor do I blame him for not doing so.
내 말에 한 번만 들어줘, 캐시.
Ah.
정말이야, 내일이 정말 유령을 봤다니까?
I saw a ghost! There's a fucking ghost in here!
또 그런다. 유령이 나오면 제가 두들겨 패서 빨래대에 널어놓을 거라고 했잖아요, 캐시 아가씨.
I told you I'd beat the shit out of that fucking ghost. Absolutely send him to the bottom of the well, don't you worry, lass. Give him the old mean Nelly right hook. Send him down.
유령 같은 건 없어. 맨날 거짓말만 한다니까 쟤는.
God, he was a dickhead even as a child.
거짓말 아니라고!
She's absolutely fucking tiny.
미안하다 얘들아. 많이 기다렸지?
Mr. Earnshaw.
아빠, 내 바이올린은요?
Where's my violin?
내 엑스사 만능렌치도.
Why did Catherine want a wrench?
바이올린도 렌치도 못 사왔어. 남은 손이 없었거든.
But don't worry, I brought more ghosts.
남은 손? 아우, 뭐야?
It's a ghost.
안고 있는 그 더러운 자루 같은 건 뭐야? 더러워.
이 날씨에서 길거리에서 죽어가고 있었단다. 부모도 집도 없던 모양이야.
Interesting. Why the fuck did Mr. Earnshaw bring him home? He seems very nice, so what happened?
그래서? 나는 우리 집에 이런 거지 같은 애랑 같이 있기 싫어.
And as you can see, Hindley is clearly fine with this.
맞아. 바이올린 사오란 말이야. 이런 거 내다 버리고.
Oh god, I want to gut punch him so bad.
뭘 봐?
Fuck you looking at?
바이올린 내놔. 바이올린 가지고 싶단 말이야.
I know the true satisfaction comes from seeing Hindley reduced to absolute shit, but I still hope we kill him in this canto. I just want that personal satisfaction. What can I say? I'm a spiteful guy.
근데 아빠, 이 애는 왜 길거리에 있었어요?
이 아이에게는 아무도 없기 때문이거든. 불쌍하게도. 뒷골목에는 그런 아이들이 간혹 보이지. 부모도 없고 친척도 없고 집도 없는 아이들 말이야.
Maybe he brought Heathcliff back to try and give his kids some perspective. Might have worked on Catherine, definitely didn't work on Hindley.
그럼 얘한테는 이제 뭐가 있는 거예요?
이제부턴 우리와 그리고 이 집이 있는 거지, 캐시.
That's nice, but why did it turn out to be so horrible? Is it because Mr. Earnshaw immediately died and then Hindley was in charge?
싫어. 난 저런 거 안 가져.
We don't have him. He's not yours, you fucking douchebag.
그럼 오빠는 버리는 거구나?
He's not a dog.
바람이 불고 있나 봐. 저택에 또 울음소리가 들려.
그렇네요. 창문은 닫으세요, 아가씨. 춥겠어요. 기억나세요? 아가씨가 어렸을 때 이 바람 소리만 들으면 계속 무섭다고 칭얼거리셨는데.
It was because of the ghosts.
유령이 보인다 그러지 않나?
Ghosts!
넬리, 지금도 난 보이는걸?
Ghost Manor! We've graduated from ghost ship to ghost house. We're playing Phasmophobia. Where's the EMF? Has anyone got freezing temps? Get the fucking crucifix.
아가씨, 히스클리프가 저택을 떠난 후로 아가씨는 너무 허약해지셨어요. 그러니까 어른이 되어서도 헛것이나 보는 거라고요.
So this was quite a time jump.
괜찮아, 넬리. 이젠 유령이 무섭지 않아.
They're my friends. Having ghost friends would be fucking sick.
모든 두려움은 무지에서부터 나오는 것이니까.
Were they perhaps conjured by the Golden Bough, perhaps? Maybe playing off her psyche or something? I don't know. Pure conjecture there. I have no fucking clue.
히스클리프는 어디에 있는 걸까?
Probably in a ditch somewhere, honestly.
아가씨,
이제 그에게 남은 것이라군. 내가 전부일 텐데.
So where did it all go horribly wrong? Riddles? There are many secrets to be hidden inside of these riddles. Oh fuck. The Ender Lilies Project Moon fucking Limbus crossover.
잠깐 동안 엄청 새까맸다가
Sorry, I'm losing a lot of my discipline in talking while they're talking. I'll fucking rein that in immediately, but things are happening.
벼락의 영향으로 잠깐 정전이 된 것 같아요. 이제 돌아왔네요.
And Hindley's dead!
그리고 방금 보였던 그 장면 역시
Golden Bough things.
캐서린 씨의 기억이죠?
그런 것 같아.
Hey, you're back in your normal clothes. What's the deal?
이전과 같은 황금가지의 영향으로 볼 수 있습니다.
Yep, definitely some spooky business going on. We're gonna have our big haunted manor episode. I can't wait.
그리고 잠깐만, 여긴 아까 걸어왔던 복도죠? 저희가 방금까지 있던 장소가 아니라.
We've gone into the Silent Hill dimension. I don't see Hindley or Linton anywhere either.
이럴 수가. 이게 어떻게 된 거죠?
At least Nellie's with us. She'll be up the ghosts. She's had practice.
하지만 우리는 한 발짝도 움직이지 않았잖아. 그치?
발걸음을 뗀 자는 없었어.
And yet, we're somewhere else.
아, 그렇다면 움직인 건 우리가 아니라 이 집이라는 이야기군요?
Moving house. It lives.
뭐 아는 거 없어, 넬리 씨?
Obviously not.
저도 어떻게 된 영문인지 전혀 모르겠어요. 이 저택에 온 것도 정말 오랜만이거든요. 캐서린 아가씨가 린트님과 결혼해서 여길 떠난 후부터는 저도 올 일이 거의 없었으니까요.
Wait, so Catherine hasn't even been living here?
그 고인이 된 캐서린이라는 분이 워더링 하이츠 저택을 샀다고 하지 않았나?
네. 하지만 사기만 하고 워더링 하이츠로 바로 이사를 하진 않으셨어요.
Okay.
지금 보니 이곳을 떠나올 때와 다르게 저택 곳곳에 뭔가 달라진 점이 보이네요.
Wait, so how long have you been back at this, Matt? The time frames are confusing me a little. Nellie was probably referring to the numerous exposed cables, holes, and cracks that seem to have been painted over.
제가 치프 버틀러였을 때 이런 꼴을 봤다면 분명 길길이 날뛰면서 집 관리를 어떻게 하냐고 외쳤을 거예요. 하지만
저택을 개조하려고 한 걸까요?
I didn't mean to skip that line. Modify the manor to be a ghost house. Also, there's just blood on the floor there. That's just straight up blood leading into that room. So we're probably in like a haunted version of the place.
보통 부자들은 저택을 사서 입맛에 맞게 개조하는 경우가 흔해?
Probably.
머리 스타일을 바꾸는 정도의 느낌일까요?
Of course, it's that casual.
계속 같은 머리로만 있으면 지겨워지니까요.
That's why I grew mine out. Feels good. I like it. I've never been less self-conscious about my hair. It's great.
아하, 돈 많은 사람들에게는 그 정도의 느낌이구나 이게.
Precisely the term I used, yeah.
히스클리프, 너한테 뭐라고 위로해야 할지도 모르겠지만
What is there to say?
캐서린 아가씨의 죽음을 믿지 않는다고 했던 네 말 말이야.
I'm pretty sure her ghost is still hanging about from the sounds of things. What?
그 말을 듣고 나도 다시 생각을 해봤는데 어느 정도는 동의해.
Right.
뭐?
What? Heathcliff's pupils suddenly dilated.
나도 아직 캐서린 아가씨의 시신을 본 적 없어.
Huh.
아가씨가 돌아가셨다는 린튼 주인님의 말을 듣고 너무 경황이 없는 나머지 제대로 확인해 볼 생각도 못했으니까.
So what the deal?
네가 하려는 말은 그러니까 그러니까 그런 거야? 캐시가 죽은 게 아닐 수도 있다는.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, pal. But maybe.
혹시나 하는 거야. 그리고 캐서린 아가씨 성격 알잖아. 고집이라면 누구에게도 지지 않고 가끔은 섬뜩할 정도로 예측 불가한 일을 벌이시기도 하니.
We have much in common, I see.
난 사실 이 장례식도 어쩌면 아가씨의 끔찍한 장난일 수도 있겠다는 생각까지 했다니까.
It'd be pretty fucking elaborate if they managed to get the Ufi Association involved.
그래도 확실한 건 유언장은 틀림없이 아가씨의 필체였다는 거야.
So she certainly wrote it, but for what purpose?
그리고 린튼 주인님은 캐서린 아가씨가 돌아가신 이후에도
But why?
이 저택의 개조를 멈추지 않았어.
린튼, 그 새끼가 이 짓거리들을 했다고?
But why?
가까이에서 본 적도 의도를 물어본 적도 없지만 적어도 이곳에서 무슨 일이 일어나거나 혹은 일어났다는 건 분명하지 않을까?
Some spooky rich people bullshit happening, that's for sure.
진짜 뭐가 어떻게 돌아가는 거야?
Yeah, that makes two of us.
유언장에 적힌 벼락이 의미하는 건 무엇이었을까요?
Maybe it's the lightning? I don't know.
말 그대로 벼락이 여러 번 치는 걸 의미하는 건 아닐까요?
Considering this place has artificial weather, probably.
언제 어떤 날씨에 우리가 찾아올 줄 알고 저명한 예언가라도 되지 않는 한 그런 걸 조건으로 적을 순 없을 거다.
Nah, but the golden barrel does really work as like all size fit plot hole insulation, doesn't it?
아무도 모르지. 해서린 씨가 대체 뭘 하고 싶었던 건지조차 모르겠군.
It's a big mystery.
맞아. 어떻게 죽은 사람의 의도를 알 수 있겠어?
Unless they're not actually dead.
아니면 캐서린 아가씨의 방을 찾는 게 어떨까요?
Maybe.
아가씨는 결혼하신 후에도 종종 워더링 하이츠를 방문했으니까요. 방에 뭔가를 두셨을지도 모르잖아요.
Then it's settled. We begin snooping.
너도 기억나지, 히스클리프? 캐서린 아가씨는
수수께끼 내는 걸 좋아했지.
She loved finding secrets inside of these riddles. She loved it.
반면에 너는 머리 쓰는 걸 싫어해서 일단은 다 부숴보려고 했고.
Heathcliff hates secrets inside of riddles.
나중엔 무지 혼났어. 의도도 생각 안 하고 몸으로 해결하라고 한다면서.
It's quicker though. A faint smile appeared on Heathcliff's face as he seemed to recall a fond memory.
그렇다고 지금은 잘 풀 수 있을까?
Hard to say, truly. But then the heavy, somber expression soon returned. I guess our next order of things is to find where that room is. I dare say, things are getting quite interesting. So what, abnormalities? I guess we'd be fighting, or would we be fighting the rabbits because of Hindley's thugs? There's combat occurring, so who knows? Hopefully we'll fare better this time.
파우스트가 맞이하죠.
바다 곳곳에 피가 낭자하군.
Much blood everywhere. It's a huge downer.
좋은 일이 벌어졌던 건 아니겠네. 분명히.
In a haunted manor, you think?
좋은 사람만 있는 것도 아닐 테지. 저 상황을 보면.
So are we just gonna fight straight up ghosts? Cause that'd be pretty cool.
물론 나라고 이 개 같은 놈들아! 너희가 누구 앞을 가로막고 있는 건 줄 알아?
Please kill him. It'll be so funny.
순순히 털어놓으시죠. 이 저택에 무슨 짓을 한 것입니까, 힌들리?
Is he gonna get murdered by not Ahab?
진짜 나도 뭐가 어떻게 된 건지 모르겠단 말이다.
What you don't understand is I'm actually just a massive bitch and That's Hindley.
넬리, 어서 이놈들을 떼어내!
Do we have to?
너희들 이곳에서 뭘 하고 있는 거야?
What the deal?
이거 넬리 아닌가? 그리고 저택의 망나니 자식과 그가 데려온 불청객들도.
You know, I'll settle for killing you as well, actually, to be honest.
우리한테 하는 얘기야?
What's her deal?
조세핀, 저택이 이상해지고 있는 것 같아. 뭐 아는 거 없어?
워더링 하이츠는 언제나 그래왔지. 그리고 감히 저런 몹쓸 것들을 이곳에 데려오다니. 마님이 아신다면 분명 호되게 채찍질을 했을 거다.
Okay, so she's senile. Cool.
우린 아무것도 몰라. 불이 나갔다가 들어오니까 이미 사람들이 눈앞에서 사라졌단 말이야. 그리고 근처에서 들리는 이 소리는 대체 뭐야?
모르나? 지금 저택 곳곳에서 버틀러들과 데드레비치 놈들이 교전 중이지. 물고 뜯고 핥히고. 그러다가 서로가 서로를 전부 죽인다면 정말이지 좋으련만.
Also, I just stopped recording because, not stopped recording, but I stopped for a moment because someone on the Discord was like, hey, you know those biscuits you mentioned in the last episode? I'm pretty sure they're called ladyfingers. And I was like, are they? And I Googled them and I'm pretty sure they are. So I just ordered a pack. I will keep you all updated as to whether or not they are them when they arrive, but they should apparently arrive between 1 and 7 days, so probably not in time for the next episode, but the one afterwards I shall confirm if I have found the biscuits that I have not eaten in like 22 years. So that's exciting.
하지만 왜?
Because spooky ghost business. Very spooky.
벼락이 치고 잠깐 어두워졌다가 다시 빛이 돌아왔는데.
Everyone just went, fuck it, wouldn't it be cool if we just murdered each other? I wonder what the Ufi fixers are up to.
데드레비츠 놈들이 갑자기 달려들었지.
Interesting, were they involved?
힌들리, 저놈이 우리 저택을 노리는 게 틀림없는 거야.
That is strange.
그게 무슨...
이 워더링 하이츠가 마님이 말씀하시는 게 틀리지 않냔 말이야.
Oh, I'm certainly willing to take her word for it, as she is completely fucking stable, as I'm sure you can see.
데드레비치 놈들이 그러는 거랑 나랑 무슨 상관이야? 나는 아무 명령도 안 했어.
It doesn't help your case that you ordered them to attack us as soon as we arrived. You should know.
넬리, 당신이 말릴 수는 없는 거야? 이러다가 우리한테까지 불똥이 튀겠어.
Gregor, we are 100% gonna get involved.
조세핀이랑 저 버틀러들은 한때 힌들리를 따랐던 자들 아니야?
Plot twist.
저들은 워더링 하이츠 직속 버틀러예요.
Right.
이들은 엄연히 말하면 저와는 다른 계약으로 이루어진 버틀러들이죠.
Okay.
가문의 특정 사람과 계약한 저와는 다르게 이들은 저택과 토지 자체에 귀속된 버틀러여서.
Which Josephine has taken well.
아니 뭐 부잣집 해결사로 일해서 돈 벌겠다는 건 알겠는데 그렇게 복잡하게 묶여 있으면 집이나 땅에 묶인 해결사들은 무슨 득이 있는 건데?
Yeah, but it's like a lot of money.
그것은 계약 조건에 따라 다릅니다. 특정 기간이나 조건이 만족될 때까지 버틀러로서의 근무를 마치면 해결사의 급수를 올릴 수 있거나 토지와 관련된 가치 있는 것을 양도받을 권리를 얻기도 하기 때문이죠.
So even the butlers are doing land grabs.
그게 참 아이러니한 게 저들처럼 저택과 땅에 묶인 버틀러는 집안 대대로 버틀러 일을 물려받기도 해요. 그건 마치 관성적이기도 해서 최초엔 어떤 계약으로 시작했는지조차 모를 정도죠.
And it just becomes hereditary as opposed to a business agreement.
아? 그쯤이면 계약은 다 까먹었겠다.
Well, who the fuck knows?
그래도 계약은 계속 유효하니까요. 이걸 어기면 영문도 모를 둥지에서 금기 사냥꾼을 보내거나 아까 본 외우피 협회에서 찾아올지도 모르는 거고요.
This shit is a fucking mess.
그리고 조세핀 저자는 옛날부터 돌아가신 마님 말고는 누구도 따르지 않으려고 하죠.
And she's fucking loopy.
잘 아는군. 그러니 이렇게 웃으면서 말할 때 이만 떠나지, 넬리. 우리 워더링 하이츠를 가로채려는 가짜는 수작질을 하는 쥐새끼분께 본때를 보여줘야겠으니까.
I mean, I have no opposal to you, killing Hindley because it'd be very funny, but it's not necessarily the right thing to do.
그래, 우린 그냥 아무 일 없던 것처럼 지나가자.
Yeah, fuck him. But Heathcliff's like, nah, fuck that.
문을 잠가버릴 거다, 히스클리프. 너는 이 안으로 들어올 자격이 없으니까. 너 같은 게 우리 가족들이랑 같은 식탁에 앉을 자격이 있다고 생각하니?
Is this Heathcliff's do the right thing moment?
헛건이 얌전히 있어. 만약 거실에 허락 없이 내려왔다가 나한테 걸리면.
I hear Hindley's voice echoing from Heathcliff's memories. This revenge may not be so difficult after all. We just had to pretend we didn't see anything, leave Hindley behind, and have Josephine and her butlers take care of him for us. Even if he does put up a fight, there's no telling how long he could hold out against all of them without backup, and there's nothing saying he's even necessarily a fighter. But I can feel Heathcliff turning slightly to look in my direction. I'm sure he's thinking the same thing as I am.
시계 대가리, 네 생각처럼 하진 않을 거야.
There it is. You won't? I won't.
내가 힌들리 저 자식을 버리고 가는 걸 원하진 않았을 테니까.
Nah, because he's got to go through rehab first. Alright, let's do it then. Been a while since we had some combat. Looking forward to punching a face. Butlers. Hostile Wuthering Heights Butler. If staggered, heal 12 SP, gain 2 defense level down next turn, 1 time max. If in panic, reset SP to 0. If this unit recovered from panic, gain 1 attack power up next turn. Ah, so they are resistant to the whole, like, sinking thing, in a sense. Resistant enough? I don't think so. Do that, but we're gonna keep an eye on your fucking SP this time. At minus 15 SP or higher, lose 10 SP. When hit, lose 2 SP and gain 1 offense level up next turn. You know what? Maybe... Well, he's probably gonna get hit on that one anyway because he has a low chance of winning. We'll leave it once. We'll leave it once. Do knocking. Actually, can you... Yeah, do the evade. That does some good damage. What is your big special? Oh, restraining technique is your big special attack. Okay, I want to see that. Yeah, let's go for it. See what happens. Oh dear. Good. Good. Nice. Wonderful. Fucking instant stagger. Ooh. 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 Fucked up. Nice. Very good. Very nice. We should keep an eye on Heathcliff because he might frag the team a lot. Need to be careful. What's his SP like now? Minus 18. Yeah, no more counters from you. You've got 9 sinking. Yeah, nah. Heathcliff's fucking them up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love that move. That move's so good. Do the full spread out. I want to see it, please. Nice. Good. There it is. It's been so long. Ah, I love it. Oh, beautiful. We're gonna mess them up. You know this. We all know this. Then snap their neck. That'll be fun. Go for it. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, beautiful. I love that Warning incorporates them doing an attack and him dashing back. It's a very nice animation. I like it a lot. Oh my god. That move is so good. It's so fucking good. Yeah, let's use
다들
Nelly.
알다시피 워더링 하이츠의 치프 버틀러 넬리야. 자, 다들 기지개 한 번씩 펴주고.
That's fun. It's appropriate because she's following us around, so why not? Oh yeah, fuck him up. Yes. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. Most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Ah, you love it.
미끄러지는 꼴 좀 보라지.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love these guys. Oh, I really do. Knife. Not a lot of damage, but a wind clash. I'll take it. That person is dead. The music's cool. I like the more orchestral feel. It's you know, a musical style I've always enjoyed. Especially since it goes quite eerie at times as well. Sounds not like horror strings, but like leaning in that direction, which I always find quite interesting. They're definitely not one-sided conflicts, that's for sure. We're not dominating them, and this is presumably the easier part of the canto, so we may struggle a bit. It's distinctly possible. Yeah, give him a good shine and go for it. Go on, Otis, give him a fucking shiner.
정리하겠습니다.
Whop. Bop. Bam. Boop. Yeah, no chance.
모조리 치워버리고.
She's so fucking good. I love Otis's ID so much. Dealt with. I love Sun Shower. Sun Shower is so fucking cool.
영영 깨어나시지 못하게 잘 재워드렸지? 편안해 보이는 얼굴이네.
They're all sleeping like lambs. We might not even get the EX on this, honestly, because we're not winning nearly fast enough. Mouse is having a bad fucking time. She's having a bad time.
이렇게 떨어지죠.
So we've got 2 turns to beat this slot, which includes Josephine.
깨어나시지 못하게 잘 재워드렸지?
With 654 HP. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna get EX on this. That's fine. That's fine. A lot of combat occurring this time.
아이고, 엉뚱한 곳을 청소했나 보네. 정신 똑바로 차리고 다시 가보자.
여기가 급속이군.
Nice. Now that we've got our SP going, we're properly going for it now. Beautiful. Fuck him up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's gonna do damage. It sure fucking did. Oof.
지금이야말로 꿈밤을 보여줄 시간이네. 지난번처럼 제대로 잠들지 못하게 하면 안 돼.
But we won't win this turn, but we'll give him something to think about. Nice. Oh, do it twice. Yeah, just fuck him up. Yeah. You ever been air juggled by a butler? It's rough. Damn. Oof, she's pretty strong. Go on, potential man. Yeah! She's got a lot of moves now, holy shit. The unit has remaining shield HP and turn low stack threshold by 50 if the unit all enemies heal 10 SP. That's handy.
여기가 이제 보자. 하늘을 찔렀어.
Nice. Lean in.
정리하겠습니다.
Oh, lovely. Just fantastic. One damage. How can she survive? That wasn't EX, I don't think. I think I was just 1 turn off, which is very frustrating. Ah, well. It's fine. I'll bring the 7 team in here to clean things up afterwards.
이제 워더링 하이츠로 복귀한다. 밀려 있는 저택일이 한가득이니.
Butler Otis is an absolute fucking queen. Can't be stopped. Yeah, that wasn't EX. Oh, the shame! The shame! But wait, there's more. More time to get used to this team, I suppose.
맞이하죠.
I need to play just a little bit better with them.
네, 그러죠, 마님. 분부대로 하겠습니다.
What words are you hearing, you crazy person?
우린 여기서 시간을 더 끌지 않고 데드레비츠, 그놈들을 청소한다.
Okay, well that is convenient.
다음에 다시 만나게 되면 너희도 같이 청소해주지.
If I see you ugly bucks again, I'm putting you in the bin. Sort it out. He's gonna be like, I could have taken him. Fucking loser. Hindley didn't show even a hint of gratitude.
뭐 사실 나 혼자여도 무리 없이 상대할 수 있었어. 제정신이 아닌 조세핀과 그 똘마니들 따위.
I fucking doubt it somehow. Even if you are stronger than I think, I still doubt it. Maybe we should have just left him behind.
그리고 네가 형님이라고 꼴사납게 따르는 놈. 이름도 잘못 기억하고 있는 주제에 우애 좋은 척은 다 하더군.
Are you implying that Matthew's name is not Matthew? Rage slowly returns to Heathcliff's face and draws a deep crease between his brows.
무슨 개만도 못한 헛소리야.
What stupid bullshit are you spouting, bruv?
그놈 이름은 매트야. 매튜가 아니라.
That's a distinction with a very slight difference, but alright, I get your point.
뭐? 무슨 정신 나갔냐? 내가 몇 년 동안 알고 지낸 형님 이름을 헷갈렸을 것 같아?
Is this gonna be the prefix for a fucking boss fight later on when Matt's like, my name's Matt, not Matthew, how did you get my name wrong? I hate you, Heathcliff, and I always have. Calling it now.
그리고
Besides,
정신 나간 조세핀. 눈치 하나 빠르더군. 내가 무슨 수를 써서라도 이 저택을 뺏어갈 생각이란 걸 알고 있어.
okay. Kinda regret helping you, honestly.
거의 다 따라온 판이었는데 그때 그 카드만 나오지 않았어도.
Why don't you try doing this in a manner that doesn't involve gambling? You know, something skill-based instead. And so people can be like, gambling skill-based? Yeah, I guess it is in a sense, but you still have a chance of losing.
아니지. 분명 조작된 판이었어. 그렇고 말고. 그게 아니고선 경매로 넘어간 이 워더링 하이츠를 개선인이 곧바로 샀을 리가 없으니까.
Maybe, or maybe she was rich. She might have just been rich.
네가 도박으로 잃은 이 저택을 캐서린이 다시 샀다고?
You gambled the manor?
그래. 걔도 조세핀처럼 언제나 제정신이었던 적이 없었지.
Uh-huh.
하지만 곧 워더링 하이츠는 내게 돌아올 거다.
Why? You don't deserve it.
매트 그놈이 나와 계약을 했거든.
Okay.
자신과 데들레비츠를 함께 워더링 하이츠에 데려가 준다면 이 저택을 돌려받게 해주기로.
So you're gonna turn into a gang hideout. And what precisely is stopping them from kicking your ass out the moment they get the place?
잠깐, 어디로 가는 거예요, 힌들리님?
내가 니놈들과 사이좋게 동행이나 할 거라고 생각한 건 아니지.
After saving your life, I kind of figured.
매트, 그놈을 다시 만난 뒤에 내가 할 수 있는 모든 방법을 동원할 거다.
I'm looking forward to laughing at your corpse.
그리고 시건방지게 이전과는 다른 사람이 되었다고 착각하지 마라, 히스클리프. 난 변하지 않았어. 변하지도 못하지.
Not everyone is as incapable of growth as you are, sir.
넉마차로 어울리는 놈. 그걸 똑똑히 기억하라고.
성질머리 하고는 참.
What an asshole.
히스클리프군, 이런 말이 화가 난 자네에게 도움이 될지는 모르겠지만.
But Some sinners attempted to cheer Heathcliff up, who would normally be seething with anger upon hearing abuse like that, but this was different. It wasn't anger.
예전에는 매일 나를 짓밟는데 안달이 나 있는 저놈을 볼 때마다 마치 저놈 말대로 나는 밑바닥 인생에 쓸모없는 인간이 되는 것 같았어.
But now
매일 저놈에게 안 갚음할 방법만 궁리했지. 그런데 이제는 참, 이 기분은 뭐냐? 뭔질 모르겠네.
I'm gonna go with contempt.
변하지 못한 건 저놈이에요. 구질구질하게 과거에만 매여 있잖아요.
He's pretty fucking pathetic.
그냥 자라지 못한 10살짜리 어린애 같아요.
Complete with tantrums.
캐서린이라는 자의 방은 어느 정도의 위치에 있지? 교전 중인 저택을 마음 놓고 지나다니기는 힘들겠군.
We have established that the place is rather hostile.
여기서 오른쪽으로 꺾으면 될 거예요. 이상하네. 복도가 이렇게 길었나? 어머나, 저기!
There, it's a ghost!
복도 끝. 데들레비치들이군.
Close enough.
아까랑은 조금 달라 보이는데 기분 탓이라고 누가 말해줄 사람?
More than happy for it to just be me and I'm crazy. That would be preferable to whatever the fuck this is.
그러고 보니 거리에서 종종 저런 식으로 돌아다니는 데드레비치들에 대한 소문을 들은 적이 있어요.
Are those the ones who kidnap people?
혹시라도 저런 붉은 안광과는 마주치지 않는 편이 여러모로 좋을 거라고요.
Word on the street is we should steer clear of dead rabbits exactly like those ones. Lots of squelching.
너희들 무엇을 아니면 누구를 찾고 있는 거야?
아 참고로 우리 중에 그 린튼이라는 사람은 없어? 워더링 하이츠의 버틀러. 그놈들도 아까 저 복도 뒤로 가버렸거든. 그래서 뭐 우리랑은 볼 일이 없지 않나 싶은데.
The negotiator. Just hear him out. Gregor's an absolute champ at chatting people down. His eyes went red.
볼 일 있어 보이는군.
So much beef.
우리의 말이 들리긴 하는 건가? 원하는 게 있다면 명확하게 응답을 해라. 협상의 여지가 있다면.
We're giving you every opportunity to talk it out. Can you even talk? They all look a bit... No, they all look completely out of it, don't they?
조금 아쉽기도 하군요. 이 오티스의 협상수를 관리자님께 보여드릴 기회가 매번 이렇게 흩어지니.
Sorry, Otis, but you're not even close to Gregor's level of negotiation. Better luck next time. Target takes 3 SP damage if this unit loses the clash. That's interesting. If in panic, reset SP to 0. Okay. Oh, beautiful.
불청객은 찌그러져 있도록.
Very nice. Oh, Faust, you almost had it. God damn it. Why does everyone inflict paralysis?
꿈밤을 보여줄 시간이네. 지난번처럼 제대로 잠들지 못하게 하면 안 돼.
Just sort them out, lads.
해주자고. 좋아, 알맞게 먼저 덩어리를 털어냈네. 그러니까 광을 내볼 차례겠지.
Oh, we actually kill these guys. Alright, full lethal force, that's fine. They're a bit fucked up after all.
너도 걸레짝이 돼버렸군.
여기가 엽서군.
이 저녁만 탄 냄새를 맡아버린 손님들처럼 비틀거리네.
The damage, fucking hell.
먹여줄까? 침대볼을 깔아주자고.
결국
전투의 명가에 기대지.
Sorted.
하나를 찔렀을 뿐.
It's a good team. I like this team a lot. It's a good time. Fucking Potential Man hits really fucking hard under the right circumstances.
힘 좀 더 써봤어.
You did well, buddy. You did well. But we're gonna have to leave the secrets of this manor for next time. We're already 15 chapters in. We're getting there, getting through it. But these cutscenes are quite long, which is good. I'm glad. I want more dialogue. I want to learn stuff. I want to know stuff. They've already told us so much, and yet there's so much more to learn, which is exciting. But it does mean we'll probably get through Canto 6 quite slowly, because it is quite long. At least that's the impression I'm getting so far. I'll clean up that off camera. That won't take long. But this is cool. I'm enjoying it very much. I hope you are too. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to Lumen, Crystallite, Summercat, Flanny, Painter Dragoon, Lila the Haxaya, Lit Potatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Harik J, Dresso, Slol, Final Legend, Etherbin, Linky, Xeon Cedar, Bimblewort, Majoko, Mymoon, Alkia, Sweet Baby Red, Jess Kitty, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Lepalulullaby, K-Bub, Magic Owl, The Frostbite, Monsoon, SCP-106A, Namad, and Kenny C800 for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. Next week, the schedule will be back to normal. That'll be Limbus on Tuesdays and Fridays. So look forward to that. Hopefully by next Friday, my biscuits will have arrived and I will be able to enjoy them on camera. Not that anyone cares, but it matters to me, damn it. I haven't had those biscuits in like 20 years. I want some, and I'm gonna eat them, and it's gonna be great, and I'm looking forward to it. And clearly that's gonna be the highlight of your experience. Hope you're looking forward to it too. Whether or not the biscuits do arrive, hope I see you there. Doodles. Goodbye.